Lovelies, welcome back to my channel. I am Mess in case you don't already know, and in today's video I'm going to be teaching you how to make this drawstring ponytail right here. It's a ponytail wig. Alright, I'm going to be teaching you how to make that. I'm also going to be showing you how I got this sleek backed ponytail. If that sounds like something you're interested in, then make sure to keep on watching. And if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to quickly hit that subscribe button and the notification bell at the side. Alright, love you. Mwah. Hey lovely, so first thing I'm just going to be doing is I'm going to be listing everything you're going to be needing for this drawstring ponytail. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to be needing is this net, this ponytail net I use. You'll go ahead to make yours or just buy this one. Then I'm going to be using my crochet hook. I'm going to be using the smaller one mostly because the bigger one normally tears the net. So you could use any one, but you just have to be careful. Then I'm going to be using this bone straight hair. If you've not seen where I made a wig with this bone straight hair, you might want to click on the link above, or I'm just going to tag it there so you can check it out. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to be taking that net and I'm going to pin it down with my T-pins. I advise to use a T-pin to pin everything down, to pin it down, because the other pins are not as strong enough, so I advise a T-pin. So now I'm just going to take the braided hair, which is the bone straight. This is actually the one that was remaining from the wig I made. Alright, so I just decided, I was like, what can I use this for, right, so it doesn't waste. So I thought of using it for a drawstring ponytail. Alright, so I'm just going to take it little by little. I advise you don't take so much at once, mostly if you're just starting out. So I'm just going to start that and do what you see me doing. Basically, there are actually two methods to this. I'm going to be using the first method, which is just to pull it in. Alright, then I'm going to show you the other method later on. So the thing with this is that you want to be comfortable. You want to actually do this while you're comfortable, because it helps a lot if you're comfortable. Alright, so I advise you're comfortable while doing it. So I'm just going to show you the second method now. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put that crochet pin under the net, drag a little bit of the hair. I'm going to pull it in and pull it in again, if you can see what I mean. Alright, this makes it a bit more tighter. So if you're doing this for someone, I advise you do it the two-way method. It lasts longer and it's tighter. Alright, so take note if you're doing it for someone and you want it to look neater and to not fall out as much. Alright, so that's it, really. That's it for the drawstring ponytail. So now I'm just showing you how it looks like, and I could have filled in more space, but I just had one left and I didn't want to have to order another one or buy another one. So you could go ahead to make it two, to get two braiding hair. Whatever works for you actually. If you want it fuller, if you want it more scanty, then that's fine. So I'm just going to go ahead to turn it to the back and pin it down, because I'm going to attach my wig comb right now. The wig comb is actually very important for your drawstring ponytail. Why? Because that's what hooks the drawstring ponytail to your hair. So I'm going to start by burning that. It's very important for you to burn it. Why? Because it actually loses after some time. So when it starts losing, it's going to rip off from your drawstring ponytail. So it's very important you burn it. I did not used to burn it, but after a while I find out that it starts losing, and that's not really great. So I advise you burn it. It's not a necessity, but I advise you do so. So I'm just going to go ahead to sew that down. I'm going to be sewing two to the top and the bottom. So you need that for, what's it called now, for this structure, not structure, you need that for balance. Alright, you need that so you can move your head however you want to move and it doesn't fall off. Alright, so that's the two of them down. So So I'm just showing you what it looks like afterwards. This is what it's looking like. You can see it's not so full, but that doesn't matter really. It doesn't matter. So I'm just going to go ahead to straighten the hair. It's very important to straighten this in low heat because it's not actual human hair, right? You want to make sure it's on low heat. Your straightener should be on low heat so it doesn't melt. I don't know if this melts because I've actually not tried it, but if you're using a braiding hair, it's better you do it on very low heat. So lovers, I'm just going to go ahead to straighten the hair now. You want to straighten it so it gives you that very flawless look and that very, you know, well put together look. You just don't want to wear it like that. I don't advise that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead to straighten the hair. I'm just going to pat it and straighten it with my brush. You need a brush, you need your take home and your straightener. Alright, so I'm going to make sure I straighten on very low heat. You want to make sure it's like the last heat of your straightener. Then if you find out that okay, it's too low, you can increase it a little. But like this was just like the second heat of my straightener, which was 175 degrees Celsius, and it worked perfectly. So that's it for straightening the hair basically. So I'm just showing you the way the hair moves. Actually, it's actually very pretty hair if you ask me. So I'm just going to go ahead to pat my hair, to lay my hair down for it to be sleek so we can have this ponytail on. And I'm just going to show you everything I use while making my hair into a sleek ponytail. So the only thing I use my gel. Guys, this Shine and Jam gel is like my favorite right now. I wasn't using it, my first time using it, alright, and it came out really amazing. So the next thing you have to have when you're straightening your hair is your hair protectant spray. Alright, it's very necessary to protect your hair from heat. I advise you use a protectant spray. So I'm just going to go ahead and straighten the front. I'm not really straightening the whole hair because I have my hair already relaxed, alright. But if your hair isn't relaxed, and if your hair is due and you're on relaxed hair, right, you're not natural, you're relaxed, I advise you actually just straighten it totally. So I'm just going to go ahead and pat the hair from the center. I feel like I didn't really get the center, but that's fine. It wasn't really horrible, like it turned out great at the end. So I normally take my center from the middle of my nose. Am I the only one? Is that weird? But I normally take my center from the middle of my nose and trace it to the center of my head and then cut. And then after cutting, I apply gel to the middle of where I patted, and then I pat it more sharply because that gel actually makes it clearer. I don't know if that makes sense. It makes the pattern more clearer when you apply gel to the center and then start patting again. It gives this very sleek, defined pattern, if that makes any sense. So yeah, so that's what I do to pat. Then I'm just going to go ahead and apply gel in sections. I'm going to apply that Shine and Jam. I was really careful when using the Shine and Jam because I really didn't know how it would turn out because it was my first time using it. But after this video, I've been using it a lot, and guys, I highly recommend. It doesn't leave any white residue. It's like totally fine for me, Sha. That's what I think. It's actually totally fine. Like, this is the first product I'm seeing that really works. So I'm just going to go ahead to do that to both sides and just slip it down. There's really nothing here. I'm really not doing anything crazy or, you know, more than I would normally do. So I'm just going to go ahead and use a rubber band to tie it down together. Normally I would use a thread, but I didn't want to start stressing, so I just used a rubber band. A thread actually works better for me. I'm just going to go ahead to apply oil to give that shine. Alright, then I'm going to go ahead to use my gossipy spray for, it's not a necessity, it's just for to hold more. And you know, mostly do this when you're like carrying the hair for a long time. Then I'm just going to go ahead to tie my hair down with a silk scarf. Actually, I didn't actually put this on for a long time because I was filming at night and I just wanted to get done with it. But if I was going out, I could have it on for like an hour, because I normally do my hair before my makeup. So I'll do the hair, I'll press it down for 30 to 1 hour, then do my makeup. While I'm doing it, I'll be done. So if that makes any sense. So that's it, guys. This is the final outlook. So lovelies, we're done with this tutorial. I really hope you liked it. I really hope you enjoyed it. I really hope you learned something new. I really hope you're also going to try this. So enough for I really hope, alright? But I hope you really try this out. It's actually very simple. And if you actually want to go make the ponytail wig or drawstring ponytail, you want to make it more, what's it called? Fuller, you could definitely go ahead to maybe get 2 of the bone straights, or just use an expression. Anyone who wants to do will work out fine. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Thank you so much for watching to the end, because you already know, if you got to the end of this video, you already know you're the what? You're the real MVP. Thank you so much, gloves. I love you. Thank you for the growth. Thank you for everything. And I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye, guys.